It's season 3 of Gophers Dynasty featuring head coach Chuck Cross here on College Football 26. We're 1-0. We go on the road this week to play number 21 Virginia Tech. An opportunity to pick up a huge non-conference top 25 win early in the season. The great news is, one, this is our best team yet. In spite of not bringing in any 5-star recruits this past season, this is our best roster. This is our best opportunity to actually compete in the Big Ten. The second bit of good news is, in spite of Virginia Tech being ranked number 21, they are only 74 overall. We're an 84. We have a better offense. We have a better defense. But the games aren't played on paper. So we need to go to Virginia Tech in a tough environment and still handle our business. Now, we have a new quarterback in Tevin Browning. We have new starters nearly across the board. I shouldn't say that. There actually are quite a few returning starters from last season, but there are many new faces, especially in the offensive line, especially at the linebacker positions, and a few spots in our secondary. We know we have a few weak holes. Wide receiver, again, linebacker. But this is the best quarterback we've had, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Our running backs are good. They're young. They're going to be really good by next season. But our defense, besides our linebacker position, is really good. Our defensive line might be one of the best in the Big Ten, which is saying a lot. And our secondary is really good. We have 3 really good corners. Our safeties are very good. So can we go on the road and knock off a top 25 team this early in the season? I hope that Virginia Tech doesn't look like a crayon. So, though I don't want to have them looking too good here at home, we do need to mix up their look just a little bit. We're going to have them go white helmet, maroon top, white helmet. And then we'll complement this look with their white and black cleats. For us going on the road, we'll go maroon. We're not going to go maroon too. I feel like it defaults to this every single week. I think every road game, it wants us to wear those. We're going to go white, yellow shell, gold shell, white face mask, gold pants with our white tops. This is a really big test for us early in the season. We looked good week 1. It maybe wasn't that complete dominant performance that we were looking for. But this is a chance for us to really make a big statement early in the season. Now, we've started off the past 2 seasons in non-conference play flawless. We haven't lost. But what we haven't done yet is played a top 25 team in our non-conference schedule. Let's watch Virginia Tech's entrance. So Virginia Tech and College Football 25 have licensed Enter Sandman by Metallica, clearly, which makes this a really cool entrance. Now the Golden Gophers have to be careful here not to be intimidated by this environment. Not to be intimidated by the power of Metallica and Enter Sandman. This is one of the coolest entrances I've seen in this year's game. We'll walk out to the booze. Last episode, by the way, I realized this while editing the last episode. Riley Pettijohn was not the only player that we got back in our program that had left. So he wanted to transfer. He did enter the portal. We convinced him to return. But there were 2 other players also. Zaire Rayner had entered the portal, and we recruited him back. I didn't realize it. He didn't start for us last year, so I really wasn't that familiar with his name. Jackson Howard left after season 1, went to rival Wisconsin, left Wisconsin, entered the portal, and we recruited him back to Minnesota in the last episode. So we actually had 3 players that we recruited back that had left our program, or at least entered the portal. I don't know how I overlooked. I'm like, Jackson Howard is a really familiar name, and I can't place it. I'm like, oh, it must just be because he played for Wisconsin. Well, no. It was, in fact, because he played for us in Season 1. And he plays for the Gophers in real life this season. We have a red zone alert. 1st and 10 from the Virginia Tech 10-yard line. This is exactly how we wanted to start this game. Tevin Browning, first-year starter. We'll look to hand to Pratt here on first down, and he'll get something out of this somehow. We'll get a gain of 3. He's got 4 carries for 13 yards so far early in the game. Can Browning continue his hot start to the season and get us one here? I didn't mean to lob that. My thumb slipped on the button. I was looking to smoke that one out there. That's unfortunate. So instead, we'll deal with a 3rd and 7. We can pick up a first down. I'm not really sure how. That is literally on the goal line. So it's essentially 3rd and goal. Oh. There we go. All right, Pratt picked up the hot route. We're going to hit him. Can he make someone miss? He does? Does he have enough? He's in! Touchdown, Minnesota. And we go on the road in this huge top 25 matchup. We're not in the top 25 yet. We aspire to be this season. But we're up 6-0 on the road in hostile Virginia Tech as we convert on the 3rd and goal play. Browning's got himself a touchdown pass. And Pratt receives one. Great job of him falling forward through that contact. Can our defense hold? All right, we have a 3rd down opportunity to make a stop. We must have missed the extra point. So Virginia Tech has a 3rd and 6 from our 43. He's got a lot of time to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield. Nestor's there, and he'll bat that away. Probably had a good chance to intercept that, but they should have to punt from here. That essentially would have amounted to an arm punt anyway. Would have looked nice in the stat column, though. We have a 3rd down alert from their 40, a 3rd and 4, and another opportunity for points if we can convert and extend this drive. We've got a wide open Greg Joe. He spins back to the inside, and he's brought down at about the 25, 24-yard line. Browning with 81 yards to start this game and a touchdown pass already. It's so nice having good quarterback play. We're not used to this. We've had 2 pretty dreadful starting quarterbacks for 2 seasons, so this is uncharted territory. Pratt takes the carry on the counter, gets tripped up. A gain of 6. He's up to 65 yards already, and we're still in the first quarter. We're going to go right back to him. We've got a big hole. Pratt through the hole. Brought down out of bounds at the 1. DeMarcus Pratt with 9 carries for 83 yards already here in the first quarter. Why not go back to the hot hand? And he falls forward and in. Gophers up 2 scores early in Virginia Tech on the road. Who is this team? I don't want to get ahead of myself. There's a ton of game left. But this is not offense that we're familiar with. We only did this against the bad teams in the past. Even the Michigan game, the big upset from Season 2. We didn't have this kind of firepower. So Pratt has scored twice. 1 receiving, 1 on the ground. It's 13-0. We do hit this extra point. And they've answered with a field goal. We have a field goal as well. No, we don't. Still 13-3, sorry. 3rd down alert. We have a chance to keep this drive alive. 6 minutes left in the first half. So our defense gives up 3. We're pretty content with that. We can't seem to get Isaiah Sissy the hot route we want. There it is. And we've got him over the middle. Through the contact. He makes the catch. Good throw from Browning. Great catch from Sissy to extend this drive. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. In fact, it's driving me nuts to the point that I need to look this up. I came to the realization that Fame Ijaboy is Fame Ijaboy in real life. And that really bothered me. because I went through all of season 2 calling him Fame. I mean, come on. It's literally spelled Fame, and I thought it was a cool name. But it's Fame, which would make sense. So it is what it is at this point. He's gone and has transferred. Okay. I feel like such an idiot. So first of all, I think I just call him Isaiah Ismail. It's CC. So I've been saying Sissy now because it looks like that. CISSE. I mean, CC. Okay. The more you know. Dear Lord. You know, I mean, there's so many players in college football. How am I supposed to keep up with all of them? I can't go do research for half my roster. 1st and 10. Nonetheless, here we go. Pratt, another big hole. Makes a man miss. Falls to the 21-yard line. 14 carries. He's already over 100 yards today. We're so unfamiliar with this. This feels crazy. There's CeCe. He's got his 2nd catch of the drive. I mean, here's why I don't feel that bad. You know how many actual announcers go into games, don't take the time to actually get all of the names down or like write the little pronunciation keys on whatever they have and say the player's name wrong for the entire game? Like, why should I feel bad? You know? So I don't. And it's maddening when that happens. It's like, you had one job. Not one job, but you know what I mean. All right, well, we get stopped for a loss. It's 3rd and 4. That's unfortunate. 2nd down. We're going to try the screen here. They really have a lot of their secondary shifted to the weak side. Strong side, I guess. So if we can open this up, this could be a big gain. We get the screen. We got a block. He misses the block. Pratt is tackled short because of it. How do we miss that block? Okay, a field goal makes it 16-3. Still a 2-score game. Doesn't really add anything advantageous for us. I think we just look to pick this up and extend the drive. I mean, how do we not trust our offensive line here with how well they played early? Now, their star defensive lineman is on the weak side. We're going to run it Johnson's way and change this play to go to our strong side. And it works. Pratt is patient. He finds enough to extend the drive with another 1st down. He already has 16 carries. This is crazy at halftime. Maponga checks in. He'll get a touch here on a counter. Just not going to have enough there. The backside is able to chase him down. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. They have a player shaking up, Mitch Hope. We do want to make sure we're balancing our carries a little bit. Right now we have it set to grind it out. I know that Pratt is hot, but let's try to keep him fresh here. 2nd and goal from the 7. We hit Johnson. He can't reel that one in. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Really want 6. Not settle for 3 here. This is a tough one. Ooh, broken up. That linebacker played that really well. So with 4th and goal from the 7, it would probably be most wise for us to just take the points, which is unfortunate and disappointing, but we want to maintain momentum. Now, they get a little momentum for getting a stop here and holding us to 3, but I don't feel like they get as much momentum as they do if they turn us over and hold us scoreless. So we want to quell their hope. We'll settle for the 3. It's not what we wanted, but it does extend it to 13. And it looks like we have held them once again. We're at our 37. Did we turn them over? We did. Trevon Howard intercepts them. There was a fumble recovered as well. It looks like they recovered their own fumble. And then we intercepted them 2 plays later. And now we have a minute left from our own 37 to go get more points before halftime and look to extend this thing out to 3 possessions. We're going to take a shot to our tight end, Johnson. Unable to come up with that one. 2nd and 10. We'll take the check down underneath on the shallow cross to Johnson again. We're short of the stick, so the clock will run. Going to be a 3rd and 3, just over 40 seconds left. We'll hit Pratt out of the backfield. He'll pick this up and briefly stop the clock. With 3 timeouts, we're going to just get on the ball quickly, take advantage of the clock stoppage. Try to wear the defense down here. We're going to take a shot, though, with play action, but gets it out. Wow, we were fortunate Tevin Browning even got that out to just stop the clock and avoid the sack. It fell harmlessly. 2nd and 10, 26 seconds left. We're up to the Virginia Tech 49. I don't like the deep call here. They're really playing over the top. We're going to hit Greg Joe underneath on the inside route. We'll use our first timeout. 21 seconds left. So this will set us up for a 3rd and 5. Crowd's still pretty into this one, despite the deficit. And they give us the first down. CC will pick it up. We're going to use our second timeout, even with the brief stoppage, because there is only 16 seconds left on the clock. 1st and 10 from their 38. Why is the clock running? We used a timeout. Did I not? Okay. I mean, I know I did. And we're really running time down here. So we're going to take the check down out of bounds. 3 seconds left. And we're going to settle for 3 from a 50-yard attempt here. Not an easy kick for Kyle Mount. We know that he does have some shortcomings. And he's likely missed this one. I think it's going to be short. Did we push it enough? It's no good. We really have to upgrade kicker after the season. So we'll go into half with a 16-3 lead. Can our defense continue to play this well? Playing really well. Wow, they had it on our... They were pretty deep in our territory there, and they came away with nothing. So I'm not sure exactly... I'm really curious to know how they didn't get points. They were up to our 27. They did have a penalty. And then they had to settle for a field goal and missed it. So here we are. Wow, our defense is really playing well. It's 4th and inches from their 34. We're going to just let the clock expire here in the 3rd quarter. We'll come out like we're going to run something. They're really going to stack. I mean, if they're going to do this, we might have to challenge them. I know it's 4th and inches, but with a lead like this, we could probably afford to. They are outpassing us, but we're killing them on the ground. However, in the 3rd quarter, it looks like we haven't really added to our run total. I mean, we're not trying a 51-yard field goal after the 50-yard attempt that we saw in the first half. And that'll make it only a 16-point game. It's still a 2-score game, technically. We're going to trust our offensive line here and hope that Pratt picks us up. He makes a man. Did he get enough? I believe he did. He did. Wow. We'll extend the drive, and this is big. We got to start chewing some clock. First down, huge hole right up the middle. Pratt gets to the 15-yard line, and we're rolling. And we are going to look to chew some clock. We're going to run this boot to the strong side. Little play action. Do they bite? They do. And we might have a man. Touchdown, Johnson. He finishes the play. Great throw on the run from Browning, and the Gophers extend the lead. 22-3 as it stands. Julian Johnson able to reel that one in. I mean, we just look... I know Virginia Tech, we looked at it on paper. They're a 74 overall. They really shouldn't be in the top 25. It's probably given them some benefit of the doubt from how they finished season ago. They won week 1, but they don't look like a top 25 team. Dare I say, perhaps we do? I don't know. We'll see how things go when conference play opens up. Johnson again brings it in. 24-3. We extend it to a 21-point lead. We are on the road beating number 21 Virginia Tech 24-3. This is kind of what it felt like last season when we were at home and we hosted Penn State. Or was it that we got kicked by UCLA? We got kicked by Penn State. It's 4th and 9 from their own 30. They're going to go for this. Have we played any defensive snaps? I don't remember playing any. We did play one. They took a shot earlier. That's right. Okay, they check it down. Wow. Great coverage. I mean, they had nothing there, apparently. I don't know why he settled for that throw, but we have a red zone alert. We're going to look to extend this lead. Do we still have chew clock on? Yes. 7 minutes to go. How many yards is DeMarcus Pratt up to? He finds another hole. And we are rolling on the ground today. This is amazing. 25 for 156. This might be a Dynasty high, single game high for us. I maybe Darius Taylor exceeded that in season 1. But I don't recall a game like this. When we beat Michigan last season, we gave up like 300 yards on the ground. And we're not to that level, but this is as close as we've been to a performance like that. 2nd and goal. Go right back to Pratt again. And our center he's getting eaten up a little bit. I mean, they do have one defensive lineman that looks to be a pretty significant impact player, but we're going to run a draw here on 3rd and goal. This is kind of a crazy call. Doesn't get us much. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 5, but what we're going to do, we could make this a 24-point game. We could also go for this, and we realize if we go for this and we succeed and we score, it essentially closes the door. We also get to chew a good amount of clock here either way. I feel okay about this. What we're going to do is run Pratt on the curl. We're going to make that safety make a decision here. And I guess Pratt's going to get stuck on the line of scrimmage. That's not great. We got to get it out. And okay, well, I didn't account on Pratt just running into our lineman and not having an opportunity to run the curl route. I believe the safety was going to have to make a choice had he done that. But regardless, our defense holds again, and we have another red zone alert. We're back to their 19. It's 2nd and 5. Not sure why we didn't have the clock chewed on that first play. Maybe it automatically turned off. I'm not sure. But Pratt's going to have another big run. We got to get him out of the game. He's a little banged up here. He has surpassed 200 yards. Wow, he was moving pretty slow on that one. Please get him out of the game. Yeah, keep fresh. Okay, so get him out. Let's chew clock. I don't know why it didn't chew on the first one. Let's finish the drive, but let's do it without Pratt, please. He's done everything he needs to do today. 32 carries, 202 yards. What a day. Maponga. Brought down. Short gain. I mean, getting a little greedy, but I'd love to put another one on the board. Why is Pratt is back in already? What are we doing here? I just want to take the delay of game and get him out of here. What? Why is he in? Yeah, he should not be in, but that'll be it anyway. That's going to do it. We're going to go on the road in week 2 and knock off number 21 Virginia Tech 24-3 in a pretty convincing fashion. Defensively, we just dominated this one. Our offense played well. There were a few drives we did stall out on. We settled for 3. We obviously went for a 4th and goal as well, where we could have taken another 3. But we got to be happy about this one. Coach Chuck Cross, with, I guess you could say, maybe his second signature win, the first being the Michigan game of last season. But this is our first road top 25 win. The Michigan game was at home. I don't think we're going to go to the big house and pull that off. I really don't. As much as I'd love to pretend in my head that we could have. This is our first road top 25 victory. Coach Cross was interviewed after the game. Coach, what'd you tell the guys? What'd you tell the players after getting such a big victory on the road so early in the season? Well, I just told the fellas before the game. You guys determine your own fate. You control your own weather. I don't care what people say, what the numbers say coming in. They're number 25. Bullshit. You guys are as good as you want to be. This is the best team we've had. I guess that's all he had to say. Thanks, Coach. I don't know. I didn't know where else to go with that. But he couldn't be more proud. 20 of 34 for Tevin Browning. The redshirt freshman with 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's taking care of the ball. What a game for DeMarcus Pratt. 33 carries, 201 yards. Maponga only finished with 2 carries. But Pratt with 6 broken tackles. I mean, he is our guy right now. But we do have some young running backs below him that we have high expectations for. So to see a game like this from Pratt right now has us feeling pretty good about the future. Ismail Cece with 4 for 36 today. Johnson 5 for 65 was our leading receiver. He had a touchdown. Pratt also with a great contribution receiving the ball today as well. A catch, 4 catches in total. He was busy today. 36 touches. I guess we said when we changed playbooks last season, we really wanted to become more of a run-first team. Well, this was a great sample of what we were looking for today. Jackson Howard, the transfer turned transfer. So Gopher turned Badger turned Gopher with a sack today. 2 tackles for loss. Jameer Stuckey with half a sack. Stuart Sullivan with half a sack. And then we did have the interception from Trevon Howard as well. What a game. Let's see where things stand. Could we be maybe a top 25 team? Could we get some votes on the poll after such a convincing road win? We do have some recruiting to check out. So we only have 15 hours. We're still pretty booked. But Al Allstott, we've moved up to number 1. We are going just 30 hours right now. And we really made good headway. Darren Burris, I shouldn't say another. He's a 4-star. Allstott's only a 3-star. But Burris, we're number 1. Carlos Almas, we know how important wide receiver is for us right now. We're going to have our hands full with Iowa. They want him just as much as we do. We know he's a hidden gem. So just being a 3-star, we think, oh, he's a 3-star. Well, he's a hidden gem. Isaiah Childs, it's not looking great. Louisville is really pushing the issue. Martin Tatum, this might be a critical one for us. We did move up to number 1. We're going all in. We might lose Ogbanaya. It's not a guarantee that he's going to return after this season. He was our prized tight end, 4-star, number 2 tight end recruit from last year. We're kind of in the same boat with Tatum, but we might lose him because of his deal breaker. Not Tatum, but Ogbanaya. We don't want to take any chances here. So we really want Tatum. And then they can battle it out. If we do end up keeping Ogbanaya and we bring in Tatum, may the best man win. We really like the guys we have otherwise. So we're at 0 hours. We're going to let it ride for another week. Okay, the button up is off now. We're down to just the plain white tee. We're going to relax a little. Let's advance. Let's see what happens with recruiting. And let's see where we stand after our big win in week number 2. No lockouts yet. Now, is our championship contender rising after such a big win? I love that with playing style, Pettijohn is still a massive risk of transferring. He just transferred, but once he got to the portal, he was convinced to return. But he's still at risk of transferring. I mean, does that make real sense? I don't know. Ogbanaya, the problem is its pro potential that puts him at most risk of leaving. So that makes the recruitment right now that much more important. The tight end that we're going after, it would be huge for us to be able to bring him in as a possible replacement for either of them. Championship contender is still a B-. It didn't go up. That's kind of interesting, I guess. I would have expected that to go back to a B after a top 25 victory like that. But okay. Broderick's narrowed things all the way down to 3. No, top 5. Okay. We're third. We're making the cut right now for top 3. Got it. So we're the only school in his top 4 that is not offered. We might need to do it just to ensure that BYU doesn't sneak in here and pass us and knock us out. We're up to second for trap, but Michigan's going to be tough to overcome. We're 4th for Coy. He's narrowed it down to 5. So DeMarcus Pratt, after his huge performance, 33 carries, 201 yards, 6 yards per carry, is the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. We don't get a lot of notoriety that way, or in that sense. Perhaps it'll make us a little more heavily considered for Big Ten Conference Players of the Year, All-Americans. Okay, we have Eastern Michigan. Kind of one of our letdown games here before we enter conference play. So what is our goal this week? What are we looking to do with a softer opponent coming into town? We want to continue our momentum. We want to win with a big statement win. We want to put our foot on their necks and step on them, says Coach Cross. Thanks, Coach. Now, I do want to look and see, did we get any top 25 votes? I mean, if UAB is going to... I shouldn't say that. I think UAB made the college football playoff in our season 2. And then we also need to make a little mental note. The fact that BYU is a top 15 team, actually, they're number 12. Given that, we know they're one of the schools that we're competing with right now as, I don't remember which recruit that was. One of the defensive tackles had been narrowing his board down, but BYU is one of the top 5 schools. Ohio State's down to 17, even though they're 2-0. Okay. They have Alabama this week. That's huge. South Carolina has a top 25 matchup with Miami, who's number 5. So when we hit more information, others receiving votes. North Texas received 165. Illinois, SMU, Colorado, LSU, Virginia Tech still got 73 after the paddling we gave them. I mean, they fell from the top 25, but they still received 73 votes. And we didn't receive 1. Okay. All right, well, respect is earned, I suppose. And maybe they figure 1 win isn't enough, given our mediocre past and history. We do have 16 points we can spend on Coach Cross and our staff as well. Michigan did knock Texas off 48-14. Huge non-conference victory for them. But we're going to host Eastern Michigan. And we want to continue these statement victories. Again, we have nothing to gain here and everything to lose, which always makes games like this potentially dangerous. But our expectation is we should win, and we should win big. That's what we expect to do. I'm not a huge match helmet, match jersey, and then contrast with pants fan, but I think this looks okay. And I don't think we've used this combination yet, so we're going to do it. Eastern Michigan with a gray helmet and gray pants. I think I prefer their green look, as much as they do remind me a bit of Michigan State, although Michigan State is more green and white. Eastern Michigan featuring the gray much more prominently. Not a bad look. The texture on the E is kind of weird. It reminds me of like steel steps in near a WWE ring or something. I don't know how I feel about that. but it's not our problem to worry about. We need to keep the offense rolling. We need to hope our defense can maybe pitch a shutout. Eastern Michigan enters this game at 1-1. They've played a conference game already. They're 1-0 in their conference. We, of course, have not. And we need to make the stop on the first series. Okay, didn't expect that. But nonetheless, from our 44, it's 3rd and 7. Man, we need our stadium pulse to be higher than this. I know it's not a huge game by any means, but it is a huge sack for Riley Pettijohn. And we will stop them and hold them on this first drive. It'll be 4th and 15. You get a look at Pettijohn fighting with the D tackle. The quarterback kind of just ran right into that one himself. Big first quarter drive. Take the lead. Okay, from our own 20. See if we can repeat some of the success on the ground that we experienced last week. Pratt's got a big hole to start this one, and he'll pick up more than 10. It'll be 11, in fact. We're going to keep him a little more fresh this week. I don't need him. Why is it on grounded out as the default? Going right back to Pratt. We get a pancake up front. We should have hit the C gap off Roy's hip. I think we would have had something there, but we do pick up 2. 2nd and 8. We have to go through the air here. Greg Joe on the run. Browning makes a great throw. Joe makes the catch, picks up another first down. We're up to the 46. This could be big. If we can get an outside block here. Nope. The wide receiver doesn't do his job. They contain well. That goes for no gain. We really should have had something there. Just did not execute. Those are the things Coach Cross has been preaching to his guys. We got to execute, do the little things. Maponga checks in, spells DeMarcus Pratt on that carry and picks up 6. His longest carry in the last 2 weeks. Didn't do very well last week, and a couple carries he did get. We're going to go to Pratt out of the backfield. He reels that in. Tough catch. Good throw from Browning as well. And it's another first down for Minnesota up to the 37-yard line. We have a man. That's Danielle Hayes. He's got a gain of 7.5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. We're going to run this to the weak side. And not going to find much. Maybe a yard. Eastern Michigan with the man down. It'll be a 3rd and 2. Do we run the counter on 3rd and 2? Sure. Showing safety blitz. I think we're going to audible out of this. I don't really want to run play action. Something quick. Are they blitzing that safety or not? I don't love this. We're going to try something different. I didn't like that look. I feel like that wasn't going to end well for us. Keep it on the ground here. But, wow, they run blitz the piss out of that one, and it's 4th and 2. We don't want to settle for 3 here, do we? Have a little 4th down RPO. Kind of a brazen play call. We're going to go straight run. Wow, Eastern Michigan is containing our run really well. They're playing the run much better than Virginia Tech did. That is for sure. So we made a stop. We weren't able to do anything with it. They're going for it now on 4th down from their own 42. An aggressive play call here on 4th and 1. Motion. They're going to straight give on the inside zone, and they'll pick it up. Wow. Now it'll be 3rd and 7. They're up to the 49-yard line, our 49. So a big 3rd and 7. Kind of early in the game here. And a jump ball thrown up. Nestor breaks that one up. They do have another player down. 4th and 7. That should stall out their drive. Can we do something with it? 3rd down alert. 3rd and 1 from midfield, from the 50. Can we pick up 1 yard on the ground? They're playing the run really well so far. We'll pick this one up. Pratt finds some room as he sheds 1 tackle. And we'll continue the drive. He looks a little banged up. We got to get him out of here. Hopefully the CPU is smart enough to do that. We do manage to get up the red zone. How do we get there? Okay, well, Pratt was right back in the game. He gets 3 consecutive carries and a 23-yard reception. So no rest for DeMarcus Pratt, I guess. They said to hell with that. Stay out there, big dog. Even though we have it on keep fresh. Okay, well. 1st and 10 from the Eastern Michigan 19. Can we finish a drive here? No points on the board after a quarter. It's a far inferior opponent. Is really not the recipe we're looking to use. Pratt is really banged up. I don't know why he remains in the game and we have it on keep fresh. Just got to get rid of it. 3rd and 12. We might stall out yet again here. We're not looking to have many series come down to the leg and foot of one Kyle Mount. But that's what might happen here if we aren't able to convert this. We do run a screen. Pratt, hobbling, is able to pick it up. Can, for the love of God, sub him out, please. It looks like he's finally going to be checking out here. I don't understand why he's still in. He's not moving well. Maponga finally, thankfully, checks in. I don't like the play action call. It looks like they're bringing a lot on the edge. We're going to run right into the mouth of that. And, ooh, I like their adjustment they made. That just took somebody out of the weak side of the field. They don't contain. Maponga's going to walk in. Wow. Pretty terrible job that time for Eastern Michigan of trying to contain the outside edge. And we take advantage of it. We're finally on the board. 6:42 left in the first half. The Golden Gophers find the end zone for the first time today. And it's 7-0. We have to make another stop. From our 45, it's a 3rd and 7. I like these little tests, though, for our defense. Didn't have many of them last week. Oh, we get beat in the slot that time. Stuckey's slow to react. That was me. Whoops. Big 3rd down, make the stop. 3rd and 10. It is now at our 33. Consecutive plays must have gone for nothing. I think we're leaving ourselves vulnerable here. They're bunch formation, but they run something, a little smoke screen or bubble screen out to the edge. They pick up 7, but it'll be a 4th and 3. What do they do? They may just go for this. Okay, from our 26, 4th and 3. They're going to go. And he's going to take off on his own. He's tripped up, and we will take over as we get the stop. But we weren't able to do anything with it there. However, we have a 2-minute drill now. It looks like we had a quick 3 and out. And with 1:38 left, and just 2 timeouts, we use 1. We're going to look to extend our 7-0 lead. We're going to give Hayes a shot. Deep downfield. He drops the ball. What a throw. Tremendous throw from Tevin Browning. He put it in his hands. Hayes just could not haul that one in. a really risky throw. I can't believe Hayes caught that one. So he kind of redeems himself there. Not that it went for nearly as many yards, but that was a tough catch. The Eastern Michigan player being down gives us a free timeout. If 3rd and inches, I don't know that I love this play call. Do we just go right up the middle? No? Okay. Well, do your job. Do your job, offensive line. They will. Pratt will pick up the first down. He's still banged up. Get him out of the game. Why? Okay. Halfback sub. Yes, please and thank you. Minute 15 left. We'll hit Mapanga. And he'll pick up most of that. It'll be 2nd and 2. We'll keep it moving. No, let's actually try to pull the safety with. And that'll free up Mapanga out of the backfield for another reception. He'll get out of bounds. First down. We're up to Eastern Michigan's 38-yard line. Who's in here? They still want to put Pratt in. I don't understand why. We're not looking to get him hurt here. We're going to have to check it down underneath. Take the safe throw. Johnson will pick up 7. We'll stay on the ball. 40 seconds left. All right, they've really backed off in their coverage. We just didn't quite have enough time. We were going to give it a chance and let that one fly. It would have been a long throw, but I think we would have had an opportunity there. Now they've backed up to prevent, and now they're going to bring them up. 3rd and 3. We'll pick this one up. Greg Joe makes the catch. First down. 19 seconds left. We do have 2 timeouts, but we're going to stay on the ball. Clock is restarted. 15 seconds. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Wasn't letting me snap the ball. Another glitch. Okay. Well, we'll use our second to last timeout. That'll leave us with 11 seconds. Safeties have to make a choice. No, they really dropped their coverage. Greg Joe, 5 seconds left. First down. We're going to settle for 3 here, make it a 2-possession game. Kyle Mount should be safe. He's not a great kicker, but straight on from 30 yards is a pretty safe bet. And that will make it 10-0. Not a huge lead, not a dominant first half by any means against a far inferior opponent. But hopefully the second half can look a little different. We get a 3rd and 10, however, from the Eastern Michigan 45. So we got a little work to do to extend this series of downs. Ooh, risky throw from Browning. Almost his first interception. It does fall to the ground, but we're going to have to punt. Looks like we turn them over. 1st and goal from the 1. Garrison Monroe gets to the 1-yard line. He must have gotten chased down. Okay. We'll take it. First and goal from the Eastern Michigan 1. Going to give it to Greg Joe on the sweep. Jet sweep. Touchdown. We'll extend it to 3 scores. Greg Joe. First career rushing touchdown. Might have been his first career touchdown, period. 16-0 Minnesota. We do come away with a score. Another red zone alert. Did we turn them over again? Yes, Taron Nichols, 48 yards. Back-to-back interceptions, and suddenly the defense is doing the most to open this game up and extend our lead. Pratt looks a little, oh, he's still banged up. Can we just get him out of here? I mean, 17 for 57. You've done your work today, sir. We're going to go ahead and just give him the rest of the day off. So with his high risk of injury, we're going to hope that he doesn't see the field again today. Paponga will get the bulk of the work. He's going to find enough room to pick up this first down, 1st and goal from their 5. We're going to get Galloway. Oh, we can't get it out. We had Galloway. Oh, Jeff Stoke is hurt. 2nd and goal from their 5. Little RPO. We're going to throw it. Oh, it's batted down. I think it was there. But hip bursitis, high risk of injury. We're going to go ahead and sub him out for today as well. Those games you want to just come out as healthy as possible. We're not going to take any chances. Greg Joe might have another one. He does. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg Joe, for the 2nd time, has found the end zone, this time on the receiving end. And it's 23-0. I like what we're seeing from Tevin Browning. I mean, he's really looking composed for being a redshirt freshman. Just by far our best quarterback we've had yet. Drake Lindsay, year 1. He would have been good, but we lost him in the portal. Gerard Batts last season was awful. Calling it the way it really was. We'll have another opportunity here. A 3rd and 8 from the Eastern Michigan 45. We are still pitching a shutout. And maybe that is our goal, to shut them out here today. We're going to throw it deep. We have a step. Daniel Hayes this time will come down with it, and he beats the corner for a deep touchdown. Again, another part of our offense that we really have not been dynamic in the past, and we were worried this season because our wide receiver group isn't phenomenal. They trained pretty well in the offseason to make some improvements, but we know they're not elite. But man, does he really torch their secondary here. And another great ball from Tevin Browning. Put it on the outside shoulder as well. That was just a great throw. And it's 31-0. They're going to go for it on 4th down. We're going to continue looking for this shutout. So we're going to go man here. They're on their own 47. They have a deep 4th and 18. They're going to take a shot. I mean, I really thought he caught this, and we were just about to give up a touch. Who is this guy, by the way? This is their tight end. I mean, he's huge. Okay, what exactly happened here? I mean, it hit his hand. It's in his hands. It's in his lap. It's everywhere. But ultimately, it's incomplete. So you heard it. It is a turnover on downs. We're at their 47 looking for more. That was a pretty unbelievable sequence, but okay. Browning sails the first throw. He had Galloway wide open. That one got away from him. We're fortunate he still doesn't have an interception. That's probably the second ball he's thrown today that very well could have been. Paponga has a huge hole, makes a man miss, gets up to the 33, and it's a first down. And we are opening up some huge holes. We're going to go to Paponga again. Wow, he somehow leaks back to the inside, and he'll pick up 3. We need to chew clock. It's 2nd and 7. 7.5 left. Looks like they're showing blitz. They are. We pick it up. Greg Joe, he's feeling it today. He's hot. And he's got a first down. We're up to their 14. Another injured player for Eastern Michigan. Banged up today. Good throw from Browning. Good job by our offensive line picking up that blitz. Just 6 of 19 for Alejandro for Eastern Michigan. Been a tough day through the air for them. Quite the misdirection play for us as we hit CC in the motion, little touch pass. And we're up to the 6, 2nd and 3. Mapanga following his blocks. Patient run. Oh, stopped just short of the goal line. First and goal from the one. We need to chew clock. I keep forgetting. We're going to go right back to the well. Try to let Nate Mapanga finish this drive off. Our offensive line's playing really well now. Like we saw last week, another big hole. He's got to make one man miss. He runs through him. Touchdown. And we'll pour it on. 37-0 Minnesota. And we must have turned them over again. Another interception for Taron Nichols. My goodness. I mean, what started is kind of we were really slow out of the gate. Eastern Michigan was, you could say, in the game for most of the first half. It was only 10-0 at halftime. The second half has been a different story. He'll hit Johnson. Browning has another completion for 6. 2nd and 4 from the 6-yard line. 5.5 left in this one. We're going to go on the ground to Mapanga. Can't find any room. 3rd and 4. One thing we haven't done well in our run blocking is really get out on the edge in these stretch plays. That could be an area we work on. And Cece's got a touch. Wow, a late hit. Ismail Cece scores, and Holloman with kind of a late tackle, but no penalty flag. Oregon smacked Oregon State, by the way, 70-3. Tevin Browning with another touchdown pass. It is 44-0. Everybody getting in on the action here today. 45-0. 3rd down alert. 57 seconds left. The shutout stands and looks like it'll hold. It should be the final play of the game. Mapanga will take it for another first down, but we're going to let the clock run out there. 45-0. We did exactly what we were hoping to do today. It's 45-0. Gophers win. Final non-conference game before conference play opens up. Tevin Browning, 3 touchdowns today. Only 52.5% completion. 232 yards. But we really started getting it done on the ground again in the second half. Gotta love what we saw from Greg Joe. Wow, that was a really late hit. That looked like a sour grapes tackle. A frustration play. The refs seem to be okay with it, though. Just 77 yards of offense for Eastern Michigan. Our defense, dare I say, looks like it could be one of the best in the Big Ten. Now, I don't want to get out ahead of ourselves here because we haven't played a Big Ten game yet. But that's 3 points over the span of 2 games. One of those being, again, a top 25 team. Oh, Gerard Batts, who we hoped to probably never take a snap again. At least not a meaningful one. Gets in garbage time and goes 2 for 3. But how about Tevin Browning? Only 21 of 40, but 3 touchdowns. Again, no interceptions. He was lucky, though. There were a couple balls he threw today that very well could have been. We give Pratt a breather for much of the second half. He goes 21 for 70 today. He was banged up for most of the game. Mapanga with 16 for 60, under 4 yards a carry. He does get 2 touchdowns. Greg Joe, we know ran one in. He also caught 6 for 58 and a touchdown today. CC got on the board with a touchdown late. Danielle Hayes had that deep ball. Our defense was dominant. Taron Nichols with 2 interceptions. Jackson Howard, 2 tackles for loss, 8 solos today. Stuckey gets half a sack. Garrison Monroe with an interception. Pettijohn with a sack. A half sack for Tyson Ford. What an effort from our defense. Could this be our year that we really take a leap? By the way, I do just want to recap how crazy these statistics are. Only 74 pass yards for Eastern Michigan, just 3 rushing yards. I mean, holding them under 100 yards total is pretty crazy. A really good sign that our defense is legit, but we'll have to see once we start facing some real opponents again. Quick update. So, Moffitt is one we might have to bow on, and here's why. We do have a number of players that, perhaps Emmett Coy as well, it feels like we're spread a little bit thin And if we can fixate on one of these corners as opposed to both and put more into the pot on Zaire Madu, for example, because this is going to be really difficult with Iowa as it stands. But we may have to increase his hours to have a chance here. There's a couple other scenarios, too, where you can see. We talked about this one with Delvin Moncrief. We knew BYU was potentially a threat already. Well, now they have passed us. So it's likely they're investing more time in Moncrief. We're just going 15 hours. We might be stretched too thin. Rico Dial, I mean, there's some examples here of these guys that we just cannot really put any time into right now, or enough time into. But trying to choose where to take the time from is the difficult thing. With Josh Paris, there's so many teams really trying here that we can't afford to do anything besides send the house. I don't know where we get this time back. Like here, for example, with Childs, we have speed already committed at wide receiver. We're hoping that we can also land Almas, who is a hidden gem as a 3-star. To me, it makes sense that we're going full on here with 50 hours. But do we just cut our losses with Childs and then spend that 25 hours lower on our board for one of these players that we're losing some headway? Or do we hope that it narrows down to 5 and then we can reinvest? But like Arsenio Trapp is down to his top 5. We don't have enough time right now to offer him a scholarship, much less get him in on a recruiting visit right now. Roderick Hyde, same situation. We can't do either, and we're kind of caught in the middle. But there's a lot of time left for him where I think we can still win this one. But it just doesn't feel like we have the time we need to get some of these done. I think we're going to just give it one more week. We're going to see how this progresses when we advance. And then we'll have some really important decisions to make. Let's look at our coach skills as well before advancing. We know Coach Cross is a motivator. We need to have 5 players drafted to be able to get Master Motivator. Master Motivator. But in the meantime, there's some things we can do to continue getting training boosts. We know linebacker is a position that's a weakness right now. And any little advantage that we can obtain could be a plus for us. We've maximized the receiving portion. Our defensive line is a strong point, but we could look to increase this as well. And that'll give us an off-season training boost. Which means going into next season, if recruiting goes well this year, with some of the freshmen we have right now that are redshirting, our roster could look really good next year. We don't have many players that are going to be graduating. There are 2 corners, our top 2 corners will. Those will be tough shoes to fill. But we're going to be a program that has to develop until we can start landing more consistent 4- and 5-star recruits. Still not locked out on anybody. But that means we're also going to have limited time to work with. Championship contender now with our 2nd straight win, even though it was Eastern Michigan, does go up to a B, and we're not at risk of losing anybody now because of that, which is great. But pro potential, playing style, those are the 2. Could be sticking points. And the only news updates are that these players have narrowed down their boards to top 5 and one down to just his top 8. I mean, we made the cut for Moffitt, but that one's going to be difficult. This is a huge game, though. We have Ohio State coming to town. They're number 25, even though they're 2-1. What do we look like on paper? They're still a great team. 94 overall, 94 offense, 94 defense. This is truly our first test of the season. And it's a tough way to start off conference play. So all of this momentum that we're bringing into this game and all of the good things we've done could come to a screeching halt. The good news is, though, we're at home. And when we're at home, we know after the Michigan game last season, we have a chance, regardless of who we're playing. Wow, Alabama is a 99 across the board. Good luck to anybody in their path, including Texas. Okay. Can we pick up another top 25 win? We know this is our first legitimate contender that we're playing. We'll go traditional. They'll go traditional. But can we take care of the football? Can we avoid third and longs? Can we convert third downs? Are we going to be good enough offensively to score against their defense? And is our defense going to be actually good enough? We've looked great so far. But is it good enough to stop in Ohio State? Do we have the speed? Because that's the concern I have. Is they're just going to be super fast? Do they still have Julian Sayin, number 10? I believe that is him. Can our defense stop in Ohio State? Well, we have a red zone alert at their 10-yard line. Okay. Should have looked to see how we got there. We have the offense. I mean, we've run blocked so well the last 2 weeks, but this is a different level of opponent. We're not going to have it as easy on the ground as we did. Second and goal from the 9. I mean, they're going to be thrilled if they hold us to 3 here. We also have to make sure we're taking care of the football in this situation. They're blitzing. We pick it up. CC up to the 2-yard line. And a third and goal from the 2. I would really like to run something different here. What? Not that. Maybe just a fade. Oh, we had Selka. We had him. We had him. I want that one back. Oh my gosh, we have to go for this. We can't kick this from here. I mean, if we settle for 3 in this situation, they win. Touchdown, Minnesota. We're on the board first. We gamble, they gamble by blitzing, and we convert. Whitley, the fullback, his first touchdown reception. 6-0 Minnesota. And early on, at least, we're in this game. We're in it. Defense holds, and we have a third down alert. We have a third down alert. Our defense held. 3rd and 7 from the Ohio State 47. Another one of these third downs we talked about. We have to convert. We're going to throw the comeback route. It's a tough throw. CC with a tough catch. Converts through the contact. 1st and 10 from their 31. Good throw from Browning. Put Whitley in motion. Let's utilize our lead blocker here. It's not going to matter. Our left tackle just got moved so easily. And Branham's down. Hate to see this. Okay. I mean, look at this. This is what we're going up against. This is what the type of resistance that we didn't face these last 2 games. Look at this. Just manhandled by the weak side linebacker. Just bumps him. One arm, and he's knocked off balance. It's Ohio State. Good read from Browning. Greg Joe gets all of it back. 1st down. It's a high injury risk. I think we just have to sub him. We'll try a misdirection. These plays either really hit or we end up losing 2 or 3 yards. But we're going to give it a shot. The middle linebacker, thank goodness he throws him forward and we actually pick up 2. But 7 carries for just 11 yards. It's going to be tough for DeMarcus Pratt this week. And RPO, and again, I mean, Julian Johnson just destroyed. And it's 3rd and 10. I mean, we're in field goal range. We're not going to do anything stupid here. We're going to run the screen. The corner blitz might help us. Can we get running, though? Why is he so slow out of the gate on that reception? Like, he just... Where's the burst, buddy? We have a field goal of 38 yards. A little crosswind here today. We drilled it. We drilled it. Oh, did we? The wind will help us. Yes. 10-0. Minnesota up 2 scores. We'll live with it. We'll live with that. It's not exactly what we wanted, but their defense really clamped down. Okay. Can our defense hold again? They're playing great so far. They really are. I wanna slow down the Super Sim a bit, but we just let it roll. We got another stop and a red zone alert. Did we get a turnover? 2nd and 1 from the 19. Okay. We get a little more room this time. We get to the 2nd level, and that's our biggest carry of the day. 1st and goal from the 7. I feel like we've been here from the 7-yard line already. Have we not? That was on the drive we converted, I believe. 1st and goal. I just don't. We're gonna look to throw this. If they're cover 2, I don't love that look. Oh, scary once that ball left CC. So he's not able to come down with that one. 2nd and goal from the 7. They're all over Hayes here. Little misdirection here. Julian Johnson makes it. Oh my God, the ball's on the ground. Fumble? What? Please tell me he was down. Please. Those are the plays we absolutely can't have. Please tell me he was down. Oh my goodness. We have to challenge. We absolutely have to. This is a huge play. I don't know. I can't tell. His knee's down. Right? Right? Is the ball coming out? Please. Oh my God, okay. Woo! 3rd and goal. Wow. Okay, never do that again. All right, 3rd and goal from the 4. Oh, play clock is ticking here. Browning steps up, not quick enough. He breaks a tackle, Browning! Touchdown! Oh my goodness! I thought we were down. Tevin Browning, the redshirt freshman. Wow. Evades the tackle. Stiff arms. I mean, he evaded 2 tackles. Tevin Browning. Our best quarterback in this series. By far. Do we make it a 3-score game? Yes. But Ohio State quickly answers. They have a chance to answer again, but we get a stop. 3rd down alert, 2:08 left. We're still in the first half. Did we turn them over? They were on our side of the field here. They were on our side of the field. How did they score, by the way? Or did they just kick a field goal? Oh, he missed. They missed a field goal. Could have made it 17-10. Okay. I mean, defense is playing pretty well. We give up 7, but we hold them in the next series, and it's big that we can respond here. It would be huge. If we can. Lucky to get that one out harmlessly. So we'll have to punt. Okay. Man, we have a red zone alert. 37 seconds left. What? They punted, and we're in business. The clock is ticking, however. So from the... Oh, no. Why is the clock running? Why are we chewing clock? What the hell just happened? Okay. Well, that's not good. And why did the clock expire, man? They just robbed us points. They robbed us. I don't understand why it shoots clock. Accelerated clock isn't on. I should have called timeout. Should have just called timeout when I saw it was running in the menu. That could haunt us. I can't believe Kevin Browning ran that in. That could haunt us. We do get the ball to start the second half. Oh, we don't do it. They score 17-14. Oh my goodness, those points that we leave on the table really could hurt. 3rd and 10. We're going to make him earn it on 4th and 2. What do they do? What do they do? They may go for this. In a 3-point game, they're going on 4th and 2. We're going to press. He's going to run. Do we contain? We get him! Brought down. Nestor with the sack. Who else? Huge play. I mean, we have to go play this drive, not? We got to try to feed off this momentum. Oh, Hayes' route is awful. No, what? Why can't I not hot route him? Okay. Oh. We'll run it as is. Play action here. Throw it away. Nothing there. 2nd and 10. All right. I mean, he's 18 of 29. Browning's been efficient. We hit Joe. He makes a catch, but it's only a gain of 3. That makes it 3rd and 7. I look at the screenplay and it's tempting, but thinking back to what we did earlier, trying to run that, ugh. I don't think so. Oh, boy. I did not mean to throw it there. I wanted to throw it to Pratt. And that's unfortunate. Okay, well, we go 3 and out. We get a stop, but now Ohio State has the ball again. It's a 3rd and 8 from our 35. Still a 3-point game. Can our defense come up with another big play? Inside the 5. Wow. I mean, that's a great throw. Dang. Just got to tip your cap to saying on that one. We try to get there. We should have just spied him with Howard instead of taking that gamble. Sayin runs it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead. And we are trailing for the first time. But we have a red zone alert from their 20. A 3rd and 4. It is not over. But what was once a 17-0 game is now 21-17 as they score 21 straight. But we have a first down. Hayes continues this drive up to the 11. He's banged up. We're going to have to try to keep it fresh here. Was that for both running back and... we don't have enough depth at wide receiver, really, to worry about that. So from the 11, 1st and 10. Galloway in motion. I know we're running this one. We've got a hole. Pratt, head down, touchdown! The Gophers answer and regain the lead. We're back on the board. It's been a little while here, but it's 23-21. 7 minutes to go. And it's now a back and forth game. We have to slow down the super sim. It's too intense. We have to slow it down. Extra points good. 24-21, 6:52 left. They're going to start from their 25. 7 yards. 7 again. 1st and 10. Okay, 3rd and 8. Sayin throws this away. Only 1 yard. 4th and 7. They have to punt, right? They will. We take over with a 3-point lead with 5:37 left. And I think we have to jump in. 2nd and 6. We've got to look to milk some time. 5:13 left. Probably should... I don't necessarily want to chew clock, but we got to run a little time off here. But there's plenty of time left where we're not going to worry too much about this. We have a big hole for Pratt. Blocks downfield up to our 40-yard line. He's up to 93 yards on the day and may exceed 100. I mean, we're playing right with these guys. What a game. First and 10. And we're hot. We're feeling it here on offense. Another nice hole opened up for Pratt. He reads it well, picks up 8. He has exceeded 100 yards on the day. 20 for 101. 2nd and 2. I mean, a long, methodical touchdown drive here would be just a chef's kiss. We have enough on 2nd and 2 to... No, it'll be 3rd and inches. Okay, that's okay. That is okay. We're going to look to sneak it. They're stacking this hard. I'm scared earlier after we did this. I don't know if I like this call. I don't love it. I don't love it. Okay, we're going to do it. Oh my God, we don't get it. 4th and inches. Oh my God, what do we do? Wow. Oh boy. I would love to just... We can't though. I want to go one-on-one with Hayes. If this isn't 4th and inches, we do it. My God, they get through. Our center fails us and gives up A-gap penetration. Oh my God. Great field position for Ohio State. I don't know. What else do we do there? Do we punt? Seriously? Big play on 1st down. 2nd and 12. Tackle for loss. Deloche with a huge tackle. We have to contain him. They're going to throw it here in the slot. Oh my God. Nestor misses, and it's 1st down. We have to make that tackle. Man, he's 18 of 39. Our defense is playing so well against Sayin. We can't give up plays like that. They give on the reverse. Nothing there. Another tackle for loss. Another 2nd and 12. They'll give. Big hole. Do we contain? We do good enough. They get 8, though. It's 3rd and 4. Okay. Here we go. They give. Deloche makes it 4th and inches. What do? Do they go for the tie? They can't fake this, right? They're going to kick this. Huge field goal. Did they let the clock go down? No? We don't get a good rush on it. It's tied up. We have a lot of time, though. We only need 3. Ton of time left. We got to play this out. 24-24. What a game. Greg Joe will return it. Gonna be a long way to go from our 19. 2:11 to go. 3 timeouts. 24-24. We had some success on the ground last series. Be a draw play here. We've got some room for Pratt. 1st down. 2:06 left. We'll hit the 2-minute timeout. Get a little breather. New set of downs from our 29. That's big. If we can sustain the run. We are going to look to throw, though, on this first down. Need to keep our offense balanced. I like Joe on this. We've got him. Greg Joe. First down. Knocked out of bounds at the 40. Man, Tevin Browning is outplaying Julian Sayin. 27 of 41 for 257. 2 touchdowns. Sayin does have 3. He's using his legs well also, but got to give it to the redshirt freshman here. Galloway drops it. Could have had at least 2 or 3. All right, we can't have empty plays. 2nd and 10. Take the safe one. Just get as much as we can, Johnson. 3rd and 5. Manageable 3rd down. Johnson's got the catch. First down. Into Ohio State territory to their 44. Minute 30 to go. All right, we got motion coming. Galloway's got to pick up the edge. Pratt hits the hole. He's got room. A gain of 8. Minute 14 to go. 2nd and 2. Now we need a little more tempo here, but the clock is definitely on our side. Ohio State may need to start calling timeouts. Pratt's not going to get anything here to be 3rd down, and that's big for Ohio State. This is a long field goal. We don't feel comfortable here. We've got to look to pick this up. This is a must-have. 3rd and 2. It's too long of a field goal for Kyle Mount. We've got Johnson, 1st down and more. Timeout, Ohio State. We're getting into a more comfortable field goal range for Kyle Mount. We're at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10, minute left. We've got room for Pratt. He runs somebody over, and he picks up 3. The crowd can sense it. They can feel it. 55 seconds. Job is not done. Pick up the middle linebacker, please. Oh, 3rd and 7. You have to pick him up. Oh my goodness. You absolutely have to make that block. That could have been icing. 30 seconds. Hayes caught! 1st down at the 10! We're going to take a timeout at the 8-yard line. Wow, what a throw from Browning. We need to now get it into the middle of the field. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Oh my God, I want to throw it to CC, but we just can't. Pratt can't get through that hole, but he does center the ball. 18 seconds. We're going to look to... All right. We're just going to call timeout. We're going to kick it. We're at the 7-yard line. This is a gimme. Timeout. 3 seconds left. Kyle Mount has a chance to knock off number 25 Ohio State at home with just a 24-yard field goal. The Minnesota Gophers have just gone up 27-24 with what could be one of our absolute signature wins of this series. 27-24, 1 second on the clock. A lineman will catch this return. He's got, are you kidding me? He has room. What are we doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Coach Chuck Cross leads his Golden Gophers to a massive victory, their second top 25 win of this young season. And don't look now, but your Golden Gophers are 4-0, 1-0 in Big Ten conference play, and have 2 top 25 wins. Could we be ranked? Oh my God. I would have cried. I think I would have literally cried if number 74 houses that kick. That was unbelievable. Tevin Browning does throw an interception today, but he is 31 of 46, 297 yards, and a rushing touchdown with 2 broken tackles. DeMarcus Pratt had a fumble today. That must have happened in Super Sim. 28 though for 126 and a touchdown. Had some huge runs down the stretch in the second half. Receiving, Ismail Cece with 8 for 82. No touchdowns today. Johnson had some huge third down conversions, 7 for 55. Greg Joe, 6 for 71. He keeps up his great play early in the season. He's been overachieving. Hayes had a couple big catches. Galloway with 1 for 16. Wow. I can't believe we won, and I can't believe we almost lost in the most embarrassing fashion that you could even dream up. How about our defense today? I mean, I know we gave up a 17-0 lead, and they made it 21-17. And all of a sudden, we were on our heels, but we responded, we answered, and once we recaptured the lead, our defense buckled down. What a game. I can't believe that kickoff. That was just crazy. I mean, we should have just sky kicked. I hate the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like, it's a squib kick, but it never hit the ground was the problem. And then we just did a terrible job of containing him. Carlos Almas, we did pass Iowa. Now, we haven't even offered a scholarship yet, so we're going to do that. And even where things currently stand, now, we'd love to schedule a visit. We only need 10 hours to do it. We have 5 left. If we can move a couple things around, we may be able to make that happen. But we do get the influence boost from offering the scholarship. So with Tatum, we'd really like to get him to campus too. But now that we've reached some of the top 5s here, one thing we can do is pull to send the house. And if we hard sell some of these recruits, or even, for example, this week, for Tatum, we could schedule his visit, and then we could still have enough time to soft sell him. And even though that might be a little bit of a step back temporarily, it should still be enough to hold off these other schools. And plus, we get him scheduled, and it really puts us in the driver's seat. I like the idea of Indiana. Now, they are 3-0. It's a pretty balanced win-loss bonus. Washington, we have more to lose than we do to gain. Illinois is about the same as Indiana. And Wisconsin, there's definitely more to lose than there is to gain. However, it is a rivalry game. But when we start thinking about week 12 and 13, it's so far out there. We really don't want to use our bye week. I mean, we get a slight bonus just for having them on campus, but we don't get the bonus for a win or a loss, obviously, or the penalty for a loss. I think we'll schedule him for Indiana. We know that we should be able to take care of business with Indiana now. We've beaten Virginia Tech. We knocked off Ohio State. It's not going to be an easy game, but it's one we want to have. We are going to also schedule Almas's visit. I've pulled to send the house. It only costs 10 to schedule his visit, which is good. We're actually going to earn some time here, and we're going to go ahead and schedule him for week 8 as well. These are 2 of our top guys we want between Tatum and Almas, because Almas is a hidden gem, even though he's a 3-star. Conference prestige again aligns. That's his interest. We're an A+. It's perfect. Jalen Brownlee we haven't offered yet, and we get an instant commitment. So that's why we wait until we're first. We had the time to do it. Now we won all those hours back. We have 20 hours available, and we have another commit. So that's our second of the class. He's a 3-star. He's a left guard. We need depth in our offensive line. We have a lot of freshmen this season that are redshirting, but the more the merrier. And if we can have some of these guys with limited skill caps, because we know that we're going to get the short end with some of them, they'll just be skill capped. And regardless of their development, the skill caps, you could probably argue, are equally, if not more important, honestly. So the more we can throw into the mix, especially when they're 3 stars, the better. Paris we really want. So let's pull Send the House. Let's actually get his visit scheduled. The sooner the better. I don't want to throw all of our chips into the Indiana basket, but given our home conference schedule this season, I mean, now that we already had Ohio State and we weren't ready for visits yet, there's just not a lot of time left. We don't want to look out to 11, 12, or 13. So let's bring in a big 4-star during week 8 as well. We don't get conference prestige with him, but playing time is an A+, and that aligns. So he'll attend a position meeting. We have 35 hours. We can hopefully just soft sell him this week and hope that that's enough. It makes me want to sway just to be sure. It really does. It makes me want to sway just to be sure. I think we have to. And that's kind of what I found with swaying. Sometimes it's better to just err on the side of caution. And if we're successful in this, then we have an A+, A+, A-. And then we're absolutely in the driver's seat. Broderick Hyde's also down to his top 5. This is a tough one. We haven't offered a scholarship yet, so first thing we'll do is we're going to remove these. We will offer because we need that bonus. Okay? So now we have 30 hours. We don't know anything yet about where his interests fall. Now we could schedule a visit, but he hasn't scheduled any yet. I think right now what I want to do is make sure that we try to sway his interests to align with us. And so coach stability playing style would be great. Can we get that to line up with playing time as well? We also could go conference, prestige, playing style, and pro potential, which is really good. A+, A+, C. But A+, A+, C+ is even better. So right now, standard bearer would be best. But here we go. The clutch. Just like with our last one. Playing style, playing time, coach stability, A+, A+, A-. And we have a deal breaker with Delvin Moncrief, who unfortunately we also moved up to first. We passed BYU again, but all of a sudden our playing style deal breaker is not meeting his needs. The issue I'm finding with Madu is we don't know what any of his interests are. So we might have to just sway him this week. If we're successful there, then we can come back to this. Clemson came out of nowhere for Emmett Coy, and they've made a strong push to get to number 1. He does have a visit scheduled now with Miami as well. This one's going to be tough. I don't know what our best move is at this point. We're also not in the top 3. I'm kind of thinking we may have to bow out, and maybe we use this time that we get back to push on Madu and make sure that we can lock this one up. I think as much as it would be great to get both of them, it just may be more wise to make sure we don't miss on each of them by getting greedy and spreading ourselves too thin. I think Clemson and Miami are definitely the front runners now. And if we get locked out this next week, then this time we spend is going to go to waste. And he's getting pretty close to narrowing this down to his top 3. I mean, it's not just Miami and Clemson. We also have Missouri in the race. Our interests are really aligning well for our board. I love where we're at right now. The only one that was a disappointment was Moncrief. I don't know how this changed, but let's see what happens after this week. Is this the time that we get into the top 25? Does it finally happen for Coach Chuck Cross and his Gophers after another big win? We're 4-0. We are 4-0. Wow. Championship contender is no longer even on this screen. Okay. This is the worst Iowa team we've played yet. But on paper, they're not bad. Their offense is still good. But they're 1-3 and they're 0-2 in the conference so far. They have Lonzo Glenn. That's a familiar name. For those of you that have not been along for the series, Lonzo Glenn was arguably our top wide receiver last season. He entered the portal. I did not realize that he went to Iowa. That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully we can have him feeling a little bit of regret. A little second guessing. Oh, wow. Alabama lost to Texas. We were talking good luck anybody playing Alabama. They're 99 overall, 99 offense, 99 defense. Texas upset them and on the road. Unbelievable. What a game, though. 45-41. Bad news is, even though we hard sold Almus, we have his visit scheduled. We get passed by Iowa. They have a visit scheduled before we do. And wow. Okay. I mean, again, our interests align well. So Conference Legend is good. We just have to go max hours. We have the time now. Now that we scheduled all these visits, we got a lot of time back, which is phenomenal. But we're going to have to go full send here on Carlos Almas. And I hate that he's going to Iowa first. Absolutely hate that. But we didn't have a choice. I mean, week 7's a bye week for us. We're not going to schedule him for that. Sway was successful for Martin Tatum. Standard bearer worked. Now we can hard sell him. And I think we're okay with the 40 hours. I mean, we made a little ground with Sway, but you're never going to make as much. Ole Miss really wants him. Auburn, Duke, they're pushing. I think our hard sell's enough. If we have to, and if we have 10 hours left, we'll come back and we'll go full. With Paris, our Sway was successful. We can hard sell him now. We have Virginia Tech, North Carolina. They're in as well. But we can take the clutch Sway off. It worked. We have an A-, A+, and now we're really in the driver's seat, in my view. So we'll go 40 hours. We have 85 left. Love where we're sitting here. We have him scheduled for week 8. We take care of business in that game. I think we have another commitment. Roderick High is going to be tough. I mean, Pitt is really in. And so if we want to be in, we need to use our results. Our Sway worked. We need to do 2 things. We need to first schedule him. It's 25 hours. We got to get him here as soon as we can, which looks to be week 11. I don't want to go farther than that. He already might commit to Pittsburgh when he goes there. We have to hope they lose. So we might have gotten ourselves a little too far behind here. But we're going to try. This week, we're going to hard sell him. Hopefully the swaying paid off. Kind of a similar situation here with Trapp, with Michigan and Penn State. Interconference rivals, we're going to have to offer him. We haven't done that yet, just for the bonus. The sway failed. Okay, so this is our first sway that actually failed. We're going to try it again. We're not going to schedule him yet. We need to sway him still. 40 hours, we could schedule him. We could use playing style. I mean, let's get it lined up. We don't want to do week 11, though. We're going to have to go Illinois. And playing style is what we need here. So attend a practice. We have just 5 hours left. We're still deal broken. It actually got worse. Weren't we a D last week? Now we're a D minus. Wow. Zaire Maidu's sway attempt failed, unfortunately. So we tried the clutch to no avail. We may have to repeat this. Now, could we schedule a visit? Do we have playing style? It's a B+. And with what he has left, though, I still think we can do better. We're going to try swaying one more time. We need conference prestige with playing style. This would be great. Gamer still works really well. We're still alive on Moffitt, but right now we only have 5 hours invested. We only have 5 hours even to use. We have him scheduled. We can just increase this to 10. I know it's not great, and we really are running the risk here of getting locked out. We have to pass Georgia this week. Will 10 hours be enough? I don't know. But we're kind of playing with fire. We do have a Togway. We're still in. Haven't offered. We have Dial. Still kind of just hanging on here with him. We're just running out of hours. We still haven't gotten locked out here on Salam either, but every week that goes by, it's getting closer. He could lock us out any given week, and we haven't given him a single hour. Okay, it's been a really successful 3 weeks. We're 4-0. We're 1-0 in conference play. We have 2 top 25 wins. We are still not ranked. I thought we were going to be ranked for sure, beating Ohio State. That's not the case. And Penn State is number 1, USC number 2, Michigan number 3, Oregon number 4. So the top 4, all Big Ten teams. And UCLA is number 6. So 5 of the top 6 teams are all representing the Big Ten. The Big Ten has definitely surpassed the SEC at this point, at least. Man, Duke in season 3 still in that top 25. North Texas seem like they're here to stay. And they're only 70 overall. UAB 69 overall. Unbelievable. And we're still not ranked. What do we need to do? We have 53 votes now, though. So we have some momentum. We just need somebody. We need, looks like 2 more schools to drop out. Clemson, Ohio State. Of course, Ohio State did after we defeated them last week. But we're finally getting some recognition from the media. 53 votes. But we're going to leave things here. Thanks for joining us. I'm so excited to keep this one rolling. This was a fun 3 weeks. Things are looking on the up and up with recruits. We have one with Iowa. We can't have a letdown game after these big wins. We need to keep this thing rolling. They are probably better than their record shows. I can't wait to get there. I hope you'll join us. If so, see you in the next one.
Coach Cross here. You enjoying this series? Hit that thumbs up. You want to help clear the backlog? Join the brigade and subscribe.
See you in the next one.